Hey everybody, on Monday, April 29th, Venus enters Taurus. What does this mean for your money life? My new buddy Bobo and I are going to dive in and find out with the tarot, so keep watching. So no, you're not hallucinating. This is my nephew. This is my nephew Bobo, my sister's cat. He has very graciously decided to lend his healing energies to my time right now after Ariel's passing on April 16th. So Bobo is 10 years old. I've known him since he was a kitten. He's a very gentle, loving soul. He is a Taurus. He has Venus in Pisces. He's a sweet boy. He may show up, may not. He's sitting on the edge of the desk over here off camera. You can't see him. So, we shall see. But it's been really helpful the last couple of days to have him here to help me through this devastating loss. So yes, so Venus has now entered her home sign of Taurus on April 29th. I think this is a wonderful thing. She will be in there until May 23rd. She will meet up with Uranus on May 18th. So there could be some interesting surprise connected with love or money. Whatever area Taurus is in your chart, there could be something interesting happening at that time. And yeah, she moves rather fast, so she will speed through the sign. She will meet up with Jupiter on the 23rd in the very last degree of Taurus before Jupiter gets into Gemini. So there could be some very interesting things happening at the very end of her transit, especially as she's meeting up with with Jupiter at that very critical 29th degree of Taurus. As I said before, Jupiter goes into Gemini. We also have a full moon in Sagittarius. At that time, I will do a separate reading, separate video of the full moon. Around that time period, 20th, I would say May 20th to May 25th, I would give it that time frame. There could be some very interesting changes happening. Gifts, goodies, messages, deals, all of that type of thing happening around that time, connected with, I would say, yes, wherever you have Taurus in your chart, but also what about the cusp degree of, 28, 29, 0 degrees Gemini, right? So like right in that frame. So it could be some interesting news, even affecting the Gemini area of your chart, right? Because of Venus and Jupiter together at 29 Taurus, right? It's at the tail end. It can also influence the next house, the next area. So it's going to be interesting to see. So watch for your rising sign first and then your sun sign. I will break it out by houses, but I'll try to give also some general money messages as well. I will do a separate general reading for each sign that will be coming up. I will start filming them in the next couple of days, so just bear with me on that. As I said, I am behind schedule because I just couldn't make any videos. Just couldn't do it till I, hanging out with Bobo for a couple days, and now I feel a little more like I can do it. So watch, as I said, watch for your rising sign, then your sun sign. Timestamps in the description of the video. All right, Aries, let's get a money message for you. Venus in Taurus is in your second house of Show Me the Money. Jupiter's still there, and of course Uranus. So let us see. Can bode very well for you, having Venus transiting your second house. Let us see, Aries. 9 of Cups. And a 6 of Coins. A 9 of Coins. Wow, interesting. There's your energy. And another number 9, the Hermit. Wow. All right, so we got a couple Virgo energies showing up here. Your 6th house of work and well-being. We have your energy showing up. What I'm getting here is there's something about you keeping the faith with some sort of money goal that you have in mind here, money wish. I think things are going to start evening out for you. in the next couple of weeks with your money manifestations because of this Six of Coins that's showing up here. There could be a gift from the universe, okay? Because we have this Nine of Coins that, here he comes, that's in your heart, which, you know, is signaling about building your personal paradise, that all is well in your world financially, that you can take care of yourself. But I'm also feeling with these individual energies or alone energies with this Nine of Coins and this Hermit, and you smack dab in the middle of that, there may be some important money decision that rests solely on your shoulders. It's not about somebody else in your life helping you make that decision, but it's something really related to you. I'm getting also a little buzz, a gift without any strings attached. That is possible also. So some sort of financial agreement, deal, again, a gift from the universe to help you perhaps pursue something, again, on an individual basis that's near and dear to your heart. This could be something like buying something if you have a business, buying something for your business, buying something that helps you with education in some way, I'm feeling, that helps you maybe take some time out to work on a creative project. So it could be something like winning a grant to go on a writing retreat or an artist retreat, you know, something like that. The gift of some sort of paid time off that you weren't expecting, you know, something like that. It is very possible with these energies. So we have 999 here. So I think the 9th of May could be important for you. This, I believe, is a day after the new moon in Taurus. So, you know, that look around the 9th. I would also say the 19th, right? Anything with the 9 in it. And perhaps, well, this reading only goes to May 23rd, but I would also say May 29th might be important. Could also be 9 days from when you're watching this video. Because you may not be watching it right when it gets released. So very interesting. But what I'm feeling here with the Six of Coins, there definitely is something that's getting rebalanced with your finances. But I'm also feeling that there's something left over for you personally. All right, so that you can choose to use it in a way that you see fit. Right. So I feel like, for an example, if you got an income tax refund that was fairly decent, like let's just give an example. Like, let's say you got $1,000 income tax refund. Maybe you're putting 600 of it toward a bill, toward an obligation, but then you take the other 400 and you do something for yourself with it. But it's something that's going to help you in some way, something that's productive, or something that really lights up your spirit in some way. This is very spiritual energy with the Hermit, right? So it's something that, you know, it could be a course you're taking on the internet. It could be something for your spiritual growth. Maybe you spend it on your well-being, like getting a massage, or you spend it on supplements that you've been wanting to purchase, or some other type of, you know, skincare, hair care, all of this, you know, that type of thing with this Virgo energy of well-being that is showing up here. So I think you should have some sort of good news with this Nine of Cups here. The thing is with the Nine of Cups that we do need to be aware of whenever it shows up in a reading is it can be a card of, you know, appetite and gluttony. So, you know, the key here is the balance in whatever you're doing. And wait, of course, till you have the finances in your hand before you're splashing out and making plans. But to have the balance of whatever is coming to you monetarily, possibly in the next couple of weeks, that you don't go overboard. And I'm saying that also because I know, because I've already looked at the full moon energies on the 23rd, which is when Venus will meet up with Jupiter, and that energy at the 29th degree of Taurus, and that energy is directly opposite the 2-degree mark of the full moon in Sag. And that energy is classic of overexpansion, over-enthusiasm, and just like we pull out all the stops. But that may not be the best approach here, especially since we have this Six of Coins, which is about, and the Virgo, which is about a more measured, balanced, sensible approach with your finances. All right, Taurus, let's see what you need to know about Venus's transit through your own sign. This is your new buddy here, Bobo. He is a Taurus, so he just showed up again in front of the camera. All right, Taurus. So Venus transiting through your first house is an ideal time for your glow up, your personal glow up. This is a great time to invest in new wardrobe, new makeup, skincare, all the things that make your body feel good. Tending to your body, okay? In a luxurious, whatever that means for you, way that makes you feel loved, makes you feel sensual, makes you feel good. Okay? So you could be on the receiving end of a very interesting proposal, I feel, when Venus conjuncts Uranus. Right? Somebody really recognizing, seeing you in some way. Okay? So, let's see how that might manifest. And of course, we're talking money here, but it could be some sort of recognition. Because again, first house is how people see you. So in terms of money, it could be somebody really acknowledging you, showing up, and doing a great job, as an example, okay? You do want to be very mindful of the appearance that you are putting forth in your career life if you're working, or in any type of money deal, money transactions, that type of thing. Like if you have to go to the bank and get a loan, or, that type of thing, that, everything is very, very presentation worthy, shall we say. Okay, all right, let's see what we have, Bobo. What do you think? Let's see, Taurus. Let us see. We have your energy, the Hierophant. Oh, and a 10 of coins. Very nice. The 9 of wands. You're working hard for the money. And you're going to need a break. 4 of swords. And then we have a King of Swords. Okay. So I feel like during this transit, because we're talking from April 29th to May 23rd, which is about 3 weeks-ish, right? So your whole birthday season here, you are working very hard to manifest some coin. I think that you should see some sort of more money headed your way. Okay, now everybody has a different situation, okay? But I really feel if you are working, this 9 of wands, this is physical exertion. If you are working and you are showing a lot of initiative and commitment, the rewards can be there for you. Okay, this 10 of coins. You may be working to extra hours, as an example, to save money so that you can take a break. And take a mental health break, perhaps, or take a break to attend to something physically. Like maybe you're working extra now so that you can afford to take time off to perhaps, get some sort of procedure done. I mean, there's nothing negative here, but 4 of swords can sometimes be some sort of health situation. And this is the Gemini energy here. So again, these first 3 weeks, which is the timing of the transit, but then making that decision, probably in Gemini season, I am going to need to address whatever I have going on. Either I need just a 4-day weekend, a break away, or I have to go and deal with this medical thing or whatever. It could be somebody else in your family also. You're working hard right now so that you can take time off to deal with their situation. Okay, because we also have family energy, family money situation showing up with the 10 of coins here. What I'm feeling here is there's a very strong push, but the universe is on your side. Also with the astrological timing of having Venus going through your sign right now. Okay, so I feel like the money and the opportunity is there. Is it always going to be easy these next 3 weeks? I don't think so with the 9 of wands showing up here, but it's going to be worth it, I think, in the end, because of this 10 of coins, if that's what you're really striving for. But I do feel you have a particular goal in mind that is very near and dear to your heart. This could also be paying for some sort of education, taking a break, a time out so that you can go study something, You know, it could be a working vacation that you go away for a writing retreat, as an example, or a spiritual retreat, or, you know, whatever. Okay, so, you know, I think this is very interesting here. I think you're going to maybe also flirt with some sort of big money commitment this month. You're going to be flirting with it, and you're going to be thinking about it. I think that decision may not get made till June. Okay? That's okay. Let's have Jupiter and Gemini in your second house of money, and let's have Venus in your second house of money before you commit, I think, to some sort of big money decision. You know, like buying a car, buying a house, buying, you know, something else, or whatever it might be for you. I think it's important for you to sleep on any big money commitment that you might be tempted to make over the next 3 weeks. Okay? Apply that energy to your life. Think about it, right? This time of really time out and think before you do this. All right? Because you do have a lot on your plate. The Nine of Wands is here. And sometimes when we have a lot on our plate, we're going through stress, we're going through difficult situations, that is not the time, as we know, to be making big decisions, especially big money decisions. Well, really any decisions. So I think if you can just, you know, kind of put your head down and do what you need to do with these opportunities that may come, like overtime, you know, working extra, you know, manifesting some extra money, and then deal with heavier decisions next month, it might be better for you, but apply the energies to your life. All right, Gemini, let's get a money message for you. You have Venus transiting through your 12th house, things hidden behind the scenes. She will, of course, enter your sign right as Jupiter enters your sign on May 23rd, 24th, 25th. So that is exciting. So Venus transit in the 12th house is interesting. I'm just getting this feeling like of an unexpected treasure that comes out of the woodwork. This could be finding something behind the scenes that you didn't know about, like an unexpected opportunity that gets like kind of discovered, possibly rediscovered. Maybe you forgot about something that you had. So let's see what we have for you. You could be working behind the scenes on some sort of money project over the next couple weeks. This is a good time to clean out your closet and sell stuff, or clean out your house and sell things. Okay, let's see what else. What do we got for the Geminis? We have the Tower, and we have your sign. Okay. We have the Two of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so in true Gemini fashion, there may be two opportunities ahead for you in the next 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. We have your sign, we have the double here, the double here. But also this could be one thing, of course. It could just be that you're going to face a choice. Maybe when the moon is in Cancer. So this would be, let's see, we have the new moon in Taurus on, I think, the 8th. So this might be like around the 13th, 14th, 15th, like around that time frame, that you may be facing some sort of situation. This could also be when the moon's in Scorpio, right before the new moon, the full moon in Sag. So this could be around the 20th, 21st, 22nd. There could be something going on where either the message comes in and you got to make the decision, or you're delivering the news of making some sort of decision about an important money matter. Okay, it's significant because your energy is coming up. There is an element of surprise. And again, this is the Uranus energy. It's in the 12th house of things kind of behind the scenes that come out of nowhere. And then we have this key, this option, this choice. What am I going to do? And it may be necessary for you. I mean, this may not just be a time marker. This may be signaling a necessity for you to really tune in emotionally with what you want out of the situation. It may not be all cut and dried facts and figures and money. It just may have more of an emotional component to it. I mean, what I'm getting here is that you could be, you know, offered, surprisingly, a very lucrative, important situation that you could really love, like a new job or a promotion, you know, something like that. Is it really what you want? There's no right or wrong, but it is this idea of tuning in emotionally with it. It may also be that this new opportunity may not be starting until Cancer season, so maybe June 21st onward, right? So that's another possibility. But I feel like you're coming to an important crossroads of making a decision if you're going to go for something financially. Okay, probably connected with your livelihood because of this here. So what I would say again is, like I said to Taurus, if you can table something, because twos are about waiting. If you can table a decision until after Jupiter goes into your sign and Venus goes into your sign at the end of the month, so that'll be a separate video once Venus goes into Gemini, that would probably be better for you because we have your energy showing up here. But this alternatively, I mean, this may be a process that continues into the end of May and into the beginning of June as well. But I would say it would be wrapped up by the start of Cancer season. So interesting, maybe important paperwork, interviews, meetings with this Page of Swords, a lot of information back and forth that you're going to need to respond to. So let's see how this may manifest. But I think it has something to do with a very important contract. All right, Cancer, let's get a money message for you. Venus in Taurus, which is your 11th house of personal gains. So this next couple weeks, there could possibly be some sort of major gain for you financially. Especially, I would look to the 18th when Venus conjuncts Uranus. Right, there could be a surprising payout, win. It's possible. I mean, of course, we don't advocate, you know, necessarily blowing your life savings at a casino or anything like that. But if you like to buy a lottery ticket, you know, again, we don't blow all our money, but, you know, one ticket wins just as well as 5, you know. So you might want to take a little flutter at that time if you're so inclined. Again, this is not financial advice or saying that you should, but could be interesting. Everything in moderation. All right, let's see what we have for you. There could be some sort of financial gain coming to you through somebody introducing you to something, putting an opportunity your way. That's also possible. Now where did he go? I don't know where he went. The Bobo. All right, we have the 9 of Swords. Oh, and the Tower again, and I shuffled. We just had that for Gemini. We have the 8 of Coins, the Hanging Man, and the Empress. There's our energy there of the Venus in Taurus. Okay, so very interesting. I think that a money problem can be solved for you this month. Now, is it going to be a total solution? Like, is all the money coming now? I don't think so, only because of the Hangman that's here, which is Pisces energy, and Saturn's in Pisces right now, which can signal delays and disruptions and things of that nature. And we also have the slower energy of the Empress, but I do feel that something gets you back to work, perhaps, with the 8 of Coins here. Something gets you back in the black, right? Instead of being running in the red, that you're back in the black in some way. Like, things start moving in a better direction. I think you're going to be liking what you see as you look at your checkbook, your bank statements, that type of thing. Because there may have been some worry and concern. 9 of Swords. Like, where's the money coming from? Like, hello, you know? And we have this Tower, which is the unexpected suddenly erupting. So again, unexpected job offer, unexpected win, unexpected person introducing you to somebody who's going to be a big client and pay you money, right? All those types of examples. Apply it to your life. But we do get this. This is your 9th house, the Pisces, of the big picture perspective of your life. It is about writing, academia, internet, international travel, international business. So you could be perhaps tweaking some things when it comes to, especially if you have an internet business, something that is to do with that will bring, fruitful gains for you over the long term. But I do feel like you can start seeing some progress in the right direction over these next couple of weeks. So you could be pivoting. That's what this could be also. Pivoting in the way you're seeing your situation because you're getting some sort of lucky break is what I am feeling from these energies. Okay, so again, as I've been cautioning all the signs, we do not just count chickens before they're hatched. We don't just go out and start spending money that we do not have, all of that. This is, just a tarot reading. It's general, not financial advice. And we do have a kind of go big or go home, over enthusiastic full moon in Sagittarius opposing Jupiter and Venus, which I'll do a separate video on. So we want to be very cautious with what we're committing to financially, especially around that full moon on the 23rd of May. So that's why I'm saying, like, no matter what is erupting with this that helps heal whatever you've been worried about, wait until that money's in your hot hand. It seems like, again, it's going to be moving in the right direction, but both of these are slower energies. So apply accordingly. All right, Leos, let's get a money reading for you. Venus transiting your 10th house of career. This is a great time for you to market yourself, to go for it, to get a promotion, to get a bonus. Venus also rules your 3rd house of marketing and communication, so it's a great time to have those conversations about, again, marketing, promoting yourself, getting more money for what you're doing. All right, let's see what we have for you, Leos. You could also benefit if you have a partner. You could be benefiting from something that's going on in their lives. So they might get a promotion. They might get a raise. Because 10th house is also marriage partner. So let's see what we have. We have a 9 of Swords. And we have a 5 of Swords. And we have the Moon, the 2 of Swords, and a 9 of Coins. All right. So I would say that the full moon in Sagittarius is likely to bring some sort of point of no return, very important decision that you're going to need to make about the direction of your future prosperity here with this 9 of Coins. That is Virgo, your 2nd house of money. So whatever decisions you're making by the end of this transit, by May 23rd, which is when we have the full moon in Sagittarius, which is opposite Venus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus at the 29th critical degree in your 10th house of career. Whatever decisions you are making, Leo, need to be made based on your personal needs, what you require, what is going to make you feel wealthy, what's going to make you feel successful. Okay, with this 9 of Coins, what's going to help your financial independence, either now or in the future or both. Okay, so this is a time for you to be selfish, is my point. All right, like this is about taking care of number one. You may have been very worried with this 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords. There may have been cruelty directed your way, whether it's coworkers, whether it's bosses, whether it's your family, your partners, I mean, whomever. There may have been arguments about money, not enough money, where's the money, all of these types of things. And emotionally, you're kind of at your wit's end here, and you really do want it to change. But also, again, it's like you've got to look at where perhaps you're giving perhaps too much credence to other people and the emotional stuff they've been putting on you. Okay, in terms of manifesting more money and career decisions, this is up to you. And I think you could make a very profitable decision for yourself by the end of this transit. Okay, so it may be important to face some emotional fears, to get them out of your system, to release them, to kind of call yourself to task a little bit and say, you know, maybe I'm being my own worst enemy here with some money stuff. Again, this could be interpreted a couple different ways, so apply it to your life, but it may be important to look at other people's energy around you that is causing you to doubt yourself, causing you to, you know, to not go for a certain dream that you want to, maintain. Like maybe, Nine of Coins is a very entrepreneurial energy for me. So maybe you have been wanting to start your business, and maybe you've just been getting a lot of flack from other people. Well, you're not going to make money. How are you going to make money doing that? Blah, blah, blah. All that drama, which is their own projections of fear onto you. So it could be also stuff like that of you finally saying, you know what? No, this is what I need to do for myself if I want to create a healthy money flow into my life. So I think you're going to be making some sort of very personal decision about your finances that's also based, because this is Virgo, your second house, not only of money, but of self-esteem. And Venus is also an energy of what makes you feel good. And this is not feeling good energy, any of this, but this is. So I think things may come to a head for you at that May 23rd full moon, where a line gets drawn in the sand, and you finally either taking an opportunity of maybe a new job or something else that pays you more money, that makes you feel, that also could get you to be more financially independent in terms of maybe you working remotely. You don't have to go to the office all the time. Right? There could be something like that also that comes up for you. You're more of an independent contractor if that's, something that you're interested in, that you don't feel like tied down and bogged down by corporate, right? It could be something like that. So I think that by that full moon, you're going to be facing some decisions to be made if this is in fact what you want to achieve, your personal paradise. The Venus transit through your 10th house is making you perhaps painfully aware of how it's not cutting it and what you need to do in order to feel fulfilled and have everything that you are desiring. So let's see how this may manifest for you. All right, Virgos. So Venus is going through your 9th house of the big picture perspective of your life. The house of travel, writing, academia, international business. So these areas may be in great focus for you over the next couple of weeks. You could be spending money on travel, wanting to travel, booking a trip. You could be spending money on some sort of workshop that you want to take. You could be spending money on marketing for your international business. Let's see what we have going on for you, Virgos. Virgo. A 9 of Swords, and I shuffled. Oh, and the World. Okay. 10 of Wands, Ace of Coins, and the Judgment. Wow. All right. So I think that there's something, I'm going to read this two ways. I think this can be business, but it also could be related to your home in some way. We have the 20th showing up here. On the 18th, Venus conjuncts Uranus. On the 23rd, Venus conjuncts Jupiter. And then smack dab in the middle, we have the 20th. So the full moon's on the 23rd. I feel like a decision is definitely on your plate, but at the of starting something new, obviously, because we have the Ace of Coins here. But we also have energy of wrapping up with the 10 of Wands and the World card, and we have worry, 9 of Swords, nighttime anxiety, as I call it, about wrapping something up so something else can begin. The Sagittarius full moon is in your 4th house. You could be wrapping up some sort of house move at that time, or making the decision to end one world and begin another world, right? And when I say that, it's a metaphor. You know, this is the world we live in, your home, right? So it can be something like, I am making the decision to move on. This is a classic moving energy, because it's like carrying boxes on your back, carrying all your worldly possessions on your back. So finally making that decision to move. Some of you may actually be moving at that time, at that full moon. Very possible. That move, if you're making a move, I think it's going to be very beneficial for you. You may also be making this move in order to start a new job, Ace of Coins. Or this is the decision that's facing you at that full moon in Sagittarius, around the dates I previously mentioned. Okay, now, others of you are facing perhaps something in business, especially because it's in the 9th house, this Venus transit. So it is about expanding your world in some way. Some of you are doing it through moving home. That's how you're going to expand your world. Maybe moving abroad even, it's possible. Others of you, this is about expanding perhaps your business world, or wrapping up one project so you can expand into something else. So something, again, that you have been bringing to market. That's what Ten of Wands can be. Bringing to market, bringing to the world. Like, you're saying, hey, do you want this? Are you going to buy this for me? Like, are you going to sign this deal? Like, hello, what's happening? And you've been worried about it because maybe there hasn't been any action on it yet. So maybe you have this great widget you've been trying to sell in the marketplace, or get an investor. It's very international businessy stuff, right? And nothing's happened quite yet. It's gonna happen, right? It's right here. Okay, I would look again to that big full moon in Sag. Also, because we're talking about Taurus, your 9th house. Sagittarius is the 9th house in the zodiac wheel. So those of you especially dealing like, well, it could be academia, it could be the spiritual world, it could be, like I said, international business in some way, travel business, those types of things. Even could possibly be things involving the justice system, law and legalities. That's also possible. These types of things, I would even say media, something that has like a global reach. Okay. And you've been putting it out there like, hello, buy this, invest in this, la la. Okay, it's happening. Ace of Coins is here. So the seed will be planted. The deal will be signed. The announcement will be made. Okay, so this is not a time, over these next 3 weeks, Virgo, this is not a time for you to give up and just be like, this burden on my back. Like, I keep bringing it. I keep pushing it out there. Hello, keep pushing it out there. Okay, we have a resolution point by the 23rd. All right, Libras. So Venus is going to be in your 8th house of other people's money, taxes, inheritances, mortgages, debt, creditors, those types of things. So this could be a good time for you to negotiate money deals that involve other people. The full moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd may be particularly important in this regard because that is your 3rd house of communication. So there could be an important conversation, paperwork, contract, something happening around that full moon to do with other people's money, as previously mentioned. All right, so let's see what we need to know for you, Libras. We have a Judgment, and we have a 5 of Swords, 7 of Cups, King of Coins, and the Hermit. Okay, that's interesting. Your Virgo 12th house. All right. A little tough love here, Libras. Okay? Try to do it in a nice way. This is not going away. Whatever you are dealing with in terms of other people's money, you would rather not. You would rather not deal with it. The 7 of Cups is in your heart. there is probably some sort of financial wrangling that's going on in your world with this Five of Swords. Now, this could be a financial fight. Judgment's here. So this is karmic, but it could also be, I know it's not the Justice card, it's Judgment, but there could be a judgment against you, okay, in terms of finances, right? Some sort of court judgment or some sort of lien or some sort of, collections or something, like you owe us money. I'm going to read this way first. Let me see if I can come up with another way to read it. And you want to escape it. You do not want to deal with it, but you could be either fighting off creditors or they're coming after you with this Five of Swords. This is not a time to bury your head in the sand, but you would like to. Hermit card is about the escape. That's your 12th house, the Virgo. Like, you just want to can I just disappear and not deal with this? But there's something spiritual. This is very spiritual energy here, right? This Hermit, there's something very spiritual that you might want to look at with this energy, because money is energy. So if there's this type of thing going on and you're trying to just, not deal with it in some way, what is that saying about the spiritual situation that you are in vis-a-vis money manifestation, etc.? Okay? You're dealing with the King of Coins energy here. This is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So you're dealing with some sort of heavy financial institution. If we look at it from Capricorn, I mean, you're dealing with bureaucracy, etc. Like, this is not going away, is my point. Like, these people have big money behind them to, go after you or whatever. I mean, this could be government, law, whatever. So instead of checking out, this is an opportunity for you, with Venus going through this 8th house, to face it squarely, because it's all about using the energy. So if you have this going on, this is about facing it squarely and dealing with it. Whatever you have going on, you will feel spiritually better to face this situation. I know it's not always easy to deal with these things. It can feel scary. It can feel overwhelming. It can feel like, that you're out of control in some way. Okay, but really, if you can face this and deal with it head on, instead of looking for the escape hatch, and looking for an escape hatch was a theme that came out in another reading, if I am remembering correctly, that we did for you recently. You can absolutely get yourself back on the right track. But if you just want to run away, it's not going to serve you right now. They're coming. They're here. Okay, they're coming. They're garnishing the paycheck, right? So, but you could save yourself a lot of angst and trouble if you just deal with it. You will find a solution. And again, it's always about using the energy. So if you're in this sort of predicament, Venus going through the 8th house can make it easier for you. It could smooth the waters, so to speak. Venus is also your ruler, right? So it can smooth the waters and help you with those negotiations if you're dealing with creditors or different things, right? It's all about using the energies. So that is what I would suggest. The other thing I would suggest too is that if you are dealing with some sort of family and inheritance situation, you would like to be all kumbaya about it. You would like to believe that everybody's on the same playing field, but don't delude yourself. You could be dealing with somebody in the family who is really going to be a thorn in your side in terms of some sort of inheritance. That is also possible with these energies. How you deal with that, I mean, every situation is different. You may try to spiritually be the bigger person, and that's fine too. But just know that you are perhaps dealing with somebody who, may be a little ruthless with this 5 of Swords here to try to get what they want financially out of some sort of possible family inheritance, if that's what's going on currently in your world also. All right, Scorpio, so you have Venus transiting through your 7th house of other people. So there could be some benefits, some sort of goodie, offer, important connection you make. that could help you with your money life, your career life over the next couple of weeks. There could be some sort of marriage or divorce settlement that's possible. Are you discussing prenups with somebody? Whether a business prenup or a marriage prenup. There could be money coming from selling a business. There could be money coming from a divorce, as I said, some sort of settlement. Let us see. Maybe from a lawsuit. I mean, that's also possible. Let's see what we have, Scorpio. Oh, we have some Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune, and Empress. So double Taurus, because Jupiter is in Taurus, and then we have the Taurus energy, the Venus, the Gemini lovers, Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. So I think we have some emotional satisfaction here for you. I think you're finally going to feel free emotionally. You're going to feel unburdened and free in some way. So what's interesting here is this is about divine timing. I think this is likely to be happening right on the cusp. So right around that full moon, 23rd of May, when Jupiter's hovering at the 29th degree of Taurus, right before it goes into Gemini, and having some sort of beautiful money situation manifest for you that has been long in the making. It could have been going on for the last 9 to 10 months, the last 6 to 9 to 10 months to a year. You could have been trying to get something off the ground, get something in process, free yourself in some way financially. You know, especially with the lovers in your heart, it could be freeing yourself, as I said, from some sort of, business or romantic partnership. But it can also be, too, that you have been trying to get a deal done to join forces with another person. And that's finally getting off the ground. And you feel free and unburdened. Like, thank God we finally came to the right terms and we were able to strike a deal. That's another possibility. It could go either way here. But in any case, this is very favorable energy. But it is about timing, about wheel moving at the right time in the right direction with the Wheel of Fortune here. So Empress, very favorable for, creative projects, money manifestation, money coming on in through creative efforts, money from your mother, perhaps, money from a mother type figure, money from any type of endeavors that involve women in some way, or Venusian topics. But your heart is good. But your heart is facing a choice with the lovers here. So there could be some options in terms of, I think, what you do with the money. Whatever comes out of this deal, the offer from the other person. This Knight of Wands is here, which is interesting. Could be a time marker for the full moon in Sag, the fire energy, and about moving forward and making some sort of decision and feeling emotionally very aligned with the direction that you were heading in. So apply these energies to your life. Everybody's situation is going to be a little different, but this seems to me that's something that's been taking a long time to finally get resolved and manifest, finally does. And you're able to just, like, all of a sudden things start popping and moving. Now, Knight of Wands is interesting because it can be associated with, of course, movement, moving forward, but also moving, like moving your home. So that may be another thing that's on the table. Maybe you have finally manifested through someone else, Venus in the 7th house, some sort of opportunity to live in a different place. This could be moving in with your paramour, moving in with a lover, and, then expenses get cut, right? It's cheaper to live with somebody else than live on your own, as we know. So, I mean, that's possible too with these energies. It is also possible, again, that something in relation to your mother gets resolved and you're able to move on from that situation. And it could be that maybe you were her caretaker, and maybe there's money coming to you from her estate, if that's, you know, if that's possible, if that applies to your life. So interesting energies here, Scorpio. Sagittarius, Venus is going through your 6th house of work and well-being. So this is a great time to get some overtime hours, get some more money, get some good benefits, respect, kudos, awards for hard work. You could be manifesting a job. It's very possible. This is a good time also with Venus in the 6th house of well-being to spend money on your well-being, like spending money, Venus, on doctor appointments, on things that make you feel good, you know, massage, alternative treatments, I mean, whatever that makes you feel good. So that's another possibility. All right, let's see. This is a good transit also maybe for finally finding especially some sort of female, since it's Venus, female caregiver of your well-being. So that's possible. All right, let's see. Saggies, your full moon's coming up on May 23rd. We will do a video on that. We have the Page of Cups. Oh, and the Page of Coins. So we have some news coming in for you in relation to your money and career life. Queen of Coins, manifesting. Oh, we got some Libra, your 11th house of personal gains, and we have a 3 of Cups. Wow. Okay. So I would say very interesting. So what I am feeling here, we have double Pisces energies showing up. So Pisces is, of course, your 4th house of home, family, roots, but also we can look at the 4th house as our financial foundation. It's a foundation from which we build. So I feel with this Pisces here, Saturn's in Pisces right now, there is likely to be some sort of commitment that affects your home life. And it's a good commitment. I think there's some sort of commitment here. It's a contract. It's an agreement. It's, you know, something legal, perhaps, Page of Coins, that, you know, is related to your work, 6th house. And you manifested it. You manifested it. And it's going to positively affect your family life as well. So obviously, making more money, having a better job, having a steady job, having a job that has a contract that you know what you can count on, you know, that type of thing, obviously affects our financial foundation. It makes us relax, right? We can breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, thank God, you know, I don't have to worry about that. I am, you know, I'm getting paid next month. I'm getting paid the next 12 months. I have the contract, etc. So, you know, I think you have good news that you're sharing with your family, Page of Cups, 3 of Cups, as a result of Page of Coins, good news about some sort of financial contract. The Libra legal energy here with the Justice. Beautiful. And of course, Libra, Venus is ruled by Libra, you know, Venus rules Taurus too. So we got, you know, we got all these beautiful energies aligning here for you. So if it's been hard recently, I think that there is some positive energy here coming in to help you turn a corner with something. I feel like I'm just feeling this sense of like something you can count on, you can rely on through some sort of legal contractual way that makes you breathe a sigh of relief. I mean, this can be the type of thing too. I mean, it's possible that, you know, I mean, Venus is in your 6th house. Okay. Yes, it's work. It's also well-being, but this is legal. So it can even be the type of thing of finally getting the child support, getting the divorce, getting the legal settlement from a lawsuit that supports your foundational well-being. That you don't have to give your emotional energy to the worry of that because it's not hanging over your head anymore. So that's another possibility with the energies that are coming out here also. Okay, so I think your full moon, and anytime we have our own personal full moon, that is an important time for us. That is happening for you on the 23rd. Venus will be conjunct your ruling planet Jupiter on the 23rd. So there could be some very significant news for you around that time vis-a-vis this situation. We also have the 3 of Cups, which to me is like the end of the 3rd week, 21st, you know. So let's see. So Capricorn, Venus is going through your 5th house of pleasure, hobbies, Romance, of course. Taking risks. This is a really good time to spend money on your hobbies. Buy some supplies for yourself. Treat yourself to little pleasures. I mean, you're normally very frugal, very cash conscious. There is nothing wrong with that. But when Venus goes through our 5th house, there's nothing wrong with spending some money on some little treats for yourself. Okay? You may even want to spend some things that will help you with your business. If you're an entrepreneur, that's fine too. Okay, let's see what we have. Capricorn. We have the 6 of Swords. And there you are. The 9 of Wands. The Hierophant. And the Lovers. Okay, so some of you, if you're in a relationship, I would suggest, if you can, that you take a few days off to go on a trip with your beloved. Okay, work is always going to be there. Nine of Wands. Okay, and your heart does need a break. You do need a break. Now, this does not have to be an extravagant trip. This can be a short little trip. 6 of Swords is not a big world travel. That's not what we're talking about. We are talking about something, especially if you have a partner that you want to go with, or go visit. Go visit somebody who's near and dear to your heart, lovers. Okay, but that's somebody who you've known a while. There's a commitment there. Going on this trip will help strengthen that commitment, that friendship, that relationship. And you do need a break with this 9 of Wands in your heart. So you might, maybe this will make it a little more palatable for Capricorn. You might be able to mix business with pleasure here. It's possible, some sort of trip like that. But I also feel with this 6 of Swords here that you have been through a stressful time recently. Within the last maybe 6 days, 6 weeks, there's been something that you're finally able to leave behind. It's been a mental anxiety. It's been a stress. It's been something weighing on you. And it made your heart tired. Like, it just was a wearying situation. I mean, it didn't break you. Here you are. You're still standing strong. But you do need a break. Okay, you just need to reconnect with your own creative energy. This is also great energy for going on a little retreat to work on a writing project, work on an art project, go away to a writing retreat with a couple other people, or make your own writing retreat. Get a little cabin in the woods with a couple rooms, get a couple friends together, go and write by a lake. You know, something like that is sorely needed. Okay, some sort of just like kick back with people you love that get you. It's going to do enormous things for your well-being. Right? Because this is Gemini, your 6th house also. Yes, of work, but also well-being. So if you also want to feel refreshed and rekindled with your work, this little break would also do wonders for that. Okay, so that's what I suggest with this energy. It can also be, again, buying something with this Hierophant. It could be buying a class. These don't have to be expensive. There's so many classes online that are very affordable. This could be buying a class in something that you really love. It could be writing, yes, but it could also be anything you do with your hands, like a crafts class, or something else, right? So it could be even something like that. Because sometimes I know it's hard for Capricorn to just take a break. Like, you often like to have a purpose behind it, or a break for you can sometimes be something that you're actually doing something productive. You know, like I'm saying, like, take a class then on an art class or a writing class. It's still a break for you and something pleasurable, but you feel like you can justify it a little bit more because it's practical. Okay, so, you know, it could be something like that. But, you know, allow yourself an indulgence over the next couple of weeks in some way, because your heart could really benefit from it. All right, Aquarius. Venus is going through your 4th house of home and family and roots. What nourishes you, what feeds you. So this is a great time to spend money on beautifying your home decor, making it comfortable, making it beautiful to your liking. This time may also see you spending money on the family, getting money from the family in some way. There could be financing in relation to moving, home-related matters, like spending money on things for the home, not just decor, but other things. So let's see. Let's see what we have for you. Aquarius, Ace of Wands, beautiful, and the Two of Swords. Seven of Wands, Lovers, and the King of Coins. All right, this is what I feel. You don't have to justify your decision to other family members. This is between you and your significant other, okay? There may be people in your business about whatever decisions you're making about your life in terms of your home and your family. I mean, there's your personal family, and then there's, like, you know, the extended family. So I think that you're starting something or saying yes to something in relation to the home. Like, it could be that you and your significant other decide that you're going to move to another city, another town, or you're going to stay in the same town and move to a different house or a different apartment. Okay. Somebody in the family is going to maybe throw a little shade on what you're doing and perhaps make you start to doubt yourself about your decision, which is why in your heart you're a little defensive about it, the Seven of Wands. But like I said, if you're aligned with this decision, even if you don't have a partner, as long as you're aligned with it in your heart, like you feel good about it, then it's time to stand on your own 2 feet and go for it and take the initiative. Okay? So that's what I feel is going on here with this energy. We have your 5th house here of the Gemini. So this is between you, as I said, and your significant other, and making a decision that is ultimately right for you. You have this King of Pentacles here. So yes, there could be patriarchy, matriarchy, you know, energies afoot here of other people telling you, well, you should do this or you should do that, or you're leaving us, or, you know, something like that could be going on. But also the King of Pentacles can be some sort of real estate, big money deal, financing, getting good advice from somebody about investing in real estate, signing up for a new apartment. It could be somebody really helping you also with whatever this decision is, like the person approving the apartment application or approving your loan for a new home, something like that. You could be finding a really good tradesperson, especially if you're looking for a carpenter, okay, to help you with a home renovation. That's another possibility. But what I would say is just really look at how you might be feeling defensive in your heart over your decision. You don't owe anybody an explanation, right? If they're not paying your bills, right? And they're not paying your bills, you don't owe anybody an explanation. Okay? Even then, if they're paying your bills, do you really? I don't know. But you get my point here. Don't get all like defensive in your heart. Just consider the source, Two of Swords, of who's trying to make you doubt your decision and the direction you want to go in. People all have their own agendas, right? They may mean well, but whatever they're doing or saying is not helpful. It's kind of bringing this energy out. So take a look at that. You don't want to be going around like this, like all month, right? The next 3 weeks. Just be at peace with your decision, despite whatever blowback other people are giving you, right? It's not their decision to make. As I said, if you're right in your heart about it, if you and your partner agree, that's all you need. That's all you need. So something solid with this King of Pentacles here is gonna start getting underway for you in regards to some sort of home and family matter. And Pisces, you have Venus transiting through your 3rd house of writing, speaking, teaching, networking, sales, marketing. This is a great time if you're in sales to make some ka-ching, right? Put it out there. Get your message out there. You could have the gift of the gab. You could land a big client, especially with Venus conjunct Uranus. Surprising. It's a surprising twist. Landing a big client, landing a big account, making a big sale, something like that. Also be very attuned to the full moon, May 23rd. in Sag, your 10th house of career, especially because at that time, Venus will be conjunct Jupiter, right? So there could be some amazing career news, money news, something happening around that full moon in Sag for you. We'll do a separate video on that, but just kind of keep that date on your radar. All right, Pisces, let's see what we need to know for you. Money energies. This is a good time to buy a car. If you want to buy a car, Venus in transiting through your 3rd house. Mercury's at a retrograde shadow, I think as of May 10th. So maybe wait until after that time, but Venus will still be in the 3rd house of transportation until the 23rd of May. So that could be a good time to buy a vehicle. Whether new or used, doesn't matter. You could get a sweetheart deal. You could get a good deal. All right, let's see. Pisces. There's your 2nd house of money, Aries. There's you, Queen of Cups. Knight of Wands. King of Swords. And the 5 of Cups. We can't end on a 5 of Cups. And then a Fool. Okay. All right, it's very interesting about the full moon in Sag because, as I said, Venus is conjunct Jupiter at that time. And, but it's opposite the full moon. Jupiter opposite the full moon like that, conjunct Venus. I mean, there can be this sense of wanting to have it all. But the reality is that sometimes we can't have it all. Sometimes there are things we have to leave behind. Sometimes there are decisions that we have to make that, something's got to give, something's got to go. It's not that we get always 100% of everything we want. We may get 95%, and that's still pretty darn good. So that may be happening again around that full moon. It's interesting here because we have this 5 of Cups, but then we have the Fool. I had to pull another card, right, to see. So there is a new beginning that's getting ready to burst on the scene for you with this Knight of Wands here. It may have something to do very much with your house of money because the Aries is showing up here and making significant progress in a financial sense, but also in a sense that makes you feel valued, that makes you feel good because you're showing up here. We have a time marker for the Gemini with the King of Swords, Gemini season, but this is also, I think, about you making some sort of really big decision about your future. In terms of your money, how you're earning it, how you feel when you're earning it, like how you're earning, like, do you feel like you're living your life purpose? Do you feel good doing it? Some of you, you're on the brink of maybe deciding, since this is entrepreneur energy, that I gotta go on my own. Like this 9 to 5 isn't cutting it anymore. Or I'm just constantly putting out job application after job application and nothing is happening. So maybe I should just start my own business. I should start doing consulting with what I know how to do, right? So, I mean, that's a possibility here. But there's something here too where, again, like something's maybe not working out exactly, but it's working out enough. So instead of looking at what's not perfect about the situation, look at what is good about the situation. And that's going to free you in some very significant way with a money goal that you are trying to manifest for yourself. So I think this Venus going through your 3rd house of the mind, it's really going to be more about changing your mental attitude about this energy that I was talking about before. Okay, about your capacity to manifest more, to manifest something that's more aligned for you in what you're doing every day to earn your money. There is an independent urge here that you really want to explore. Okay, others of you too. The Knight of Wands is about transportation, can be. It's about movement. So some of you absolutely may be sad at letting go your 16-year-old car. We get used to the car. It served us well. Who wants to say goodbye to it? I didn't want to say goodbye to my 16-year-old car either, but everything all of a sudden started falling apart at once with it. So it was more prudent to make that decision to let it go. So that's that bittersweet energy of the 5 of Cups. But then we have a new ride, the Fool, a new beginning. So, depending on what you have going on in your personal situation. All right. But I think the thing to really emphasize here is that 95% is still good. So thank you so much for joining me for your Venus in Taurus Tarot and Astrology Energies reading. Thank you also for greeting Bobo the few times he came in here with his big fuzzy self. So he actually sat on the chair opposite me the whole time. So he still needs to get a little up to speed with appearing in the videos, but we'll train him. We'll get him. We'll get him as part of the program here. Of course, he can never replace Ariel. Never. Okay. But he's his own cat, his own person. And this is not about an Ariel replacement at all, but just a comfort for me. So thank you so much for understanding. And thank you for all your support. Again, I really appreciate it. Take care. I will see you again soon. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you. Stella Wilde, signing out.